across the vast, sun-scorched deserts of the American Southwest, where the earth cracks under a relentless sun and mirages dance on the horizon. Ancient legends whisper of a creature of immense power. It's not a beast of the earth, but a master of the sky, a being woven from storm clouds and fire. They call it the Thunderbird. Today, we journey into the heart of these arid lands to uncover the stories of the Desert Thunderbird, a unique and fearsome guardian of fire and storm. Unlike its cousins in other regions, this Thunderbird was born from the specific trials of desert life. For the Pueblo, Navajo, Apache, and other tribes who have called this land home for millennia, the sky holds both salvation and destruction, and at the center of that duality flies the Thunderbird. Let's begin with its origins. In the rich tapestry of southwestern tribal mythology, the Thunderbird isn't just a giant bird. It's a primal force of nature, a sacred spirit that embodies the very essence of the desert's volatile climate. Its feathers were said to be made of lightning, its eyes burning coals, and its voice the deafening crack of thunder. When it soared through the sky, it didn't just fly. It commanded the elements. Imagine a storm gathering over the mesas. The sky turns from a brilliant, endless blue to a bruised purple and gray. This wasn't just weather, it was the arrival of the Thunderbird. The flashing lightning you see wasn't a random act of nature. According to legend, it was the Thunderbird blinking its fiery eyes. The thunder that rolled across the canyons and shook the very foundations of the cliff dwellings. That was the sound of its massive wings beating against the air, a rhythm of power that could shatter stone. But the Desert Thunderbird was known for something even more terrifying and unique to this region, the firestorm. In the driest parts of the year, when the land was desperate for rain, a different kind of storm would appear. Lightning would strike the parched earth, not followed by life-giving water, but by consuming fire. These were seen as manifestations of the Thunderbird's wrath. It was the master of the dry lightning that could ignite a whole forest or grassland in an instant. A destructive power that cleared the way for new life, a cycle of burning and rebirth controlled by this immense celestial bird. This duality is central to understanding the Thunderbird's role. It was both feared and revered because it controlled the one thing everyone depended on: water. The desert is a place of extremes. Months, even years, could pass with barely a drop of rain, leading to devastating droughts. Crops would wither, springs would dry up, and life itself would hang by a thread. During these desperate times, the people would look to the sky, praying for the Thunderbird to appear. When the rains finally came, heralded by thunder and lightning, it was believed the Thunderbird was showing mercy. It was seen as a battle in the heavens. The Thunderbird would fight off the malevolent spirits or monsters that were holding back the rain. These legends often speak of a great horned serpent, a spirit of the underworld that hoarded water. The Thunderbird, as a creature of the sky, was its natural enemy. Their epic clashes would create the most violent thunderstorms. But if the Thunderbird was victorious, the serpent would be slain, and its lifeblood, the rain, would be released to nourish the earth below. So, the Thunderbird was a complex figure. Its arrival could mean a devastating firestorm or a life-saving downpour. This unpredictability meant that it was treated with the utmost respect and awe. You didn't just casually speak of the Thunderbird, you honored it through ceremony, prayer, and art. The homes of these powerful beings were believed to be in the most sacred and inaccessible places in the desert. The highest mountain peaks, shrouded in clouds, were considered their nests. Many of the prominent peaks in Arizona and New Mexico are tied to these legends. To climb these mountains was to enter the Thunderbird's domain, a dangerous and holy act. Caves hidden deep within remote canyons, were also considered sacred portals to the Thunderbird's world. Petroglyphs and pictographs, ancient rock art pecked and painted onto stone walls, often depict a large, bird-like figure with outstretched wings and lightning bolts shooting from its eyes or wings. These weren't just drawings, they were prayers, warnings, and historical records of encounters with this powerful sky spirit. Shamans and spiritual leaders would often venture to these places to communicate with the Thunderbird, seeking its favor. They would perform rituals, leave offerings, and listen for its messages in the wind and the rumbling thunder. It was a relationship built on a delicate balance of fear and worship. The people feared its destructive power, the fires and flash floods that could accompany its storms, but they worshipped its ability to end a drought, to bring the rain that meant the difference between life and death. This deep respect is woven into the fabric of their culture, influencing everything from their agricultural practices to their social ceremonies. The Thunderbird wasn't just a myth, it was an active participant in their world, a powerful neighbor you had to live with and appease. So, what happened to the Thunderbird? Are there still sightings? While you won't find it in any modern zoology textbook, the Thunderbird has never truly left. Its presence has simply shifted from the physical world to the realm of oral history and living tradition. The last sightings are not recorded in scientific journals but passed down through generations. Elders tell stories of their grandparents or great-grandparents who witnessed the great bird. One common thread in these stories is that the Thunderbird began to appear less and less as the modern world encroached on the desert. The noise of machines, the pollution in the air, the disrespect for the land, all of these things were said to have driven the sensitive and powerful spirit away. These oral histories are precious. They speak of a time when a great shadow passed over the village, so large it blocked out the sun. They recall the sound of thunder when there wasn't a cloud in the sky, a sign that the Thunderbird was flying unseen, high above. One story might tell of a hunter who, lost in the mountains, was guided to safety by a flash of lightning from a clear sky, an act he attributed to the Thunderbird's guidance. Another might warn of a canyon where the bird's spirit is still so strong that the rocks themselves hum with energy. These stories serve as a powerful reminder of a different way of seeing the world, a world where nature is alive with powerful spirits, where every storm has a meaning, and where humanity's place is one of humility and respect. The Thunderbird may no longer cast its shadow over the mesas, but its spirit endures. It lives on in the crack of thunder, in the flash of lightning over a distant mountain, and in the enduring stories of the people who have long called the American Southwest home. It is a guardian, a force of nature, and a timeless legend of fire and storm. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of the desert's most powerful myth. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the world's greatest legends. Until next time, stay curious.